Hey guys, how are you all doing today? And today watching Kick-Ass 2. And before we even get into this, I watched a video that explained the differences between the comic book and the movie Kick-Ass, and there's some stark differences. And for example, the character of Big Daddy is more of an arsehole in the comic, and the relationship between Dave and I forgot the girl's name, the girl who likes him because she thought he was gay. It's actually not, it doesn't go the same way as it goes in the movie. So yeah, it's some stark differences. And apparently, it was a lot. I think it was a lot gruesome in the comic in terms of the deaths and and the kills and all that. I was very worried to check out the sequel because you guys are very vocal in terms of you guys thought it was nowhere near as good as the first movie. There were some problems. You don't like how certain things were, but to me, it looks very promising. It has a different director, I believe. Matthew Vaughn directed the first movie, and he did Kingsman, which is on my list. That should be next sometime this week, and it has some additions to the cast. It has Jim Carrey, yes, Jim Carrey, aka the Riddler, aka the guy from Liar Liar, the crazy lawyer, aka the guy from The Cable Guy. The Cable Guy is a very underrated movie with Jim Carrey in it, directed by Ben Stiller. It's hilarious. It's actually kind of relevant in certain extents to a certain extent, and Jim Carrey is hilarious in that movie. He plays a guy who is a stalker with a lisp, and he is just obsessed with television and movies, and all he does is make references, and he wants a friend. That's all he just wants a friend, and it and he's like, I can make it cool again, Steven. At the end of the first movie, it has the guy Frank DeMarco's son dressed up as a supervillain, quoting Joker from the first Batman movie with Jack Nicholson. Wait till they get a load of me. That's what he says, and obviously hinting that he will be in the sequel as the main antagonist. So yes, I'm expecting him to be the main villain in this movie, and we get to see more Hit Girl being a complete badass, and Dave trying to be a badass but not really working out for him. And I don't know how Jim Carrey fits in all this, so I'm curious to see where this goes. I'm gonna miss Big Daddy, aka Nicolas Cage. May you rest in peace, Nicolas Cage. And by the way, the soundtrack to in the first movie is so fucking badass. It has that scene when Hit Girl says Big Daddy and Dave. It is such a badass soundtrack in the background. It made the scene so much better. And yeah, and that scene when Big Daddy fucks everyone up in that store as well. A great soundtrack. So anyway, enough fucking rambling. Let's get into this movie, okay? Without further ado, let's motherfucking do this, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1, go.
A handgun bullet travels at more than 700 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, absolutely not. No.
Oh, she trained him.
Look,
Is she the Big Daddy now?
if you don't want to do it,
That's a nice little redo of
Nice
what
backpack.
Big Daddy and Hit Girl did.
steal it from his...
Dinner, I decided to get my own costume out.
Oh.
Sorry.
Whoa, can't you knock?
You know, buddy, it's perfectly normal for you to touch yourself.
Jesus,
and-
Dad, get out.
Something like that happened with me before. Not even
If I was
joking.
even thinking about a kick-ass
That's
sequel,
happened to most guys
I had to get serious.
and girls. I
Hey,
think.
what's wrong with Robin? Would you like Big Daddy's Robin?
Okay, Robin wishes he was me.
What I'm trying to say is we should.
If
be
anything,
partners.
Dave,
You and
you'll
me
be
like
Robin,
the
and
dynamic
she will
duo.
be Batman, okay?
I'm in the NFL, Dave. You play Pee-wee.
So train me. I want to walk the walk, and you're the
Be
closest
Mr.
thing I got to a
Miyagi.
real superhero.
Mr. Miyagi.
Aren't you tired of being on your own?
Wax on, wax off.
Don't you want to know something?
Beat me like morning wood every day for 3 weeks.
Come on, guard up. Let's guard up.
Come on. Pull, Private, pull.
Even with
Oh,
my
boy,
damaged nerve
nice.
endings, it hurt like hell.
She's like Ronda Rousey. Jesus. She's like Big Daddy. Nick Cage is proud.
Bazooka is not an accident.
Yes,
You
correct.
delusional bitch. This conversation is over. Great. Then I'm leaving.
He just called her a bitch.
Come on, Javier, be cool. You threw away my red mist costume? God! I am not the problem. You are. I wish you were dead.
And he just killed her. I fucking knew it. Oh my god.
Mommy?
Mommy.
Definitely don't want to keep those.
Care of it.
Oh, I didn't know what they were at first. Oh my god.
You take the day off. Later.
Oh my god, she was into some kinky shit. Oh, come on, Dave. It's definitely improved. Behind you, behind you. Mind your surroundings, Dave. You're doing so well. There's
All
Mindy.
the homophobic shit makes it sound super gay.
That's true. Those fucking nunchucks, man. You're doing Bruce Lee proud.
If I ever catch you robbing a Shitburger, I'm gonna go Saudi Arabia on your ass and cut your hand
Saudi
off.
Arabia.
Promise me you're done with your life of crime?
Female suspect fleeing Flatbush, under 5 feet, masked, armed with nunchucks and a sword.
Yeah. Doesn't help like your stepdad is a police officer. Thing is though, Dave was doing well at first. I love how that guy was calling him a faggot, but at the same time, he was asking him to suck his dick.
Well, listen up. I want you in school. I want you to stop talking to that boy, and I want you to promise
God damn
me
it.
that this is never gonna happen again.
God damn it, Marcus.
I'm sorry, but it's over. I'm done. Just leave me alone.
Stop apologizing.
Oh,
I don't know what's worse. That you're fucking a ninth grader, or that you just got dumped by one.
Pedophile freak.
You remember Malik?
Doo-doo volunteers at your needle exchange?
His baton is so much bigger than Candace's.
No.
And by baton, I mean penis.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks.
15 gets you 20, pervert.
What the hell is that?
My destiny.
Chris, just cause your mom liked to get a little freaky now.
I know what my role is in this.
that's his
Javier.
costume.
My dad was
That's
a
his
crime boss, so it
costume.
just makes sense. I'm a supervillain. It's evolution.
Come on, just put those things down before you hurt somebody, Chris.
That's not my name.
Okay, Red Mist.
Red Mist was my superhero name. The motherfucker.
Oh my god.
Pastor.
Yes. Those few weeks of training has really benefited him. Don't get hit by a car. You don't want to experience that again. Oh shit.
Run, kick-ass! Run! Jersey Shore, motherfucker!
Jersey Shore.
The 4-2 Gandalf, or I will bust a cap
Gandalf.
in your ass. God, will you hurry up?
I told you.
Grandpa Simpson was right. Don't shoot the Pepsi, not the Red Bull. What a waste of good soft drinks. Oh. Here we go, as a team. It has a German Shepherd. There's Jim Carrey.
Welcome to Justice Forever.
So we tried the cops.
Oh, what the fuck? That is a terror. You got a tracksuit. That's your costume.
Fine, Tommy.
Oh,
But we got nothing.
right. I feel bad
We
now
never
for
saw our son
oh, I feel bad for insulting their
I
costume now.
came up.
That's why I don't wear a mask. Too much like being back in the closet.
As long as your heart's in the right place, we don't care what you put in your mouth. Fist bump.
Thank you, sir. Well, I became battle guy after my parents were mugged and killed coming home
Wait.
from the opera.
Is that his?
Did I tell you guys that?
Is that his friend?
Accept their credit cards
Is
on
that his
phone
friend?
I just hope we get the chance to say hello to this guy someday so I can personally levitate his soul from his
That
body.
dude's his.
Oh my God, Marty? Yeah,
That's his.
I know I recognized your
That's his
voice.
friend.
No, I don't.
That's his friend. I noticed that.
We were 5.
That's pretty cool.
All this bullshit about your parents getting killed.
Language.
What?
Battle guy? Care to update your resume?
Yeah, you made all that shit up.
I'm trying to figure out how to explain this without sounding like a complete idiot right now.
We'd be honored to have you join us.
Hell yeah!
These guys are gonna get fucked up.
Right.
Hey guys,
Oh, you gonna tell him?
what you talking about?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, Todd.
Oh, poor Todd.
Yeah.
Get some.
Yeah. You got this motherfucker.
Oh, that's Chuck Liddell.
Got a shot. I wouldn't take his money if I didn't. Yeah. MMA is like chess. It's all about the moves.
Okay.
And your boy really knows his stuff.
Oh,
asshole.
fucking.
You all right?
Oh, cool. Oh, Chuck, get this girl off me.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? You all right, Chris? You all right, buddy?
Get off me. I was winning.
No, you were crying.
This guy's a clown.
Money talk.
This guy's a
You
clown.
wanted me to be my own man. This is what it looks like.
This dude's a clown.
All right, I'll make some calls.
Yes! Promise I'd pay better than Chuck Little Dick Liddell told me.
No, man, he took a hit to the head. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Nice. Is this like capoeira or something when he's like a good blend of dancing and martial arts? Like, I don't know. Yeah, she was expecting her to flop and fail. That bitch.
And a pervert? Pedophile? Deserves a visit from Eisenhower.
Schwanz.
Ooh.
We were in the ultimate clique.
Poor
It didn't
Todd.
matter that no one else knew. We knew.
If they saw Mindy, they'll be so shocked.
I mean, what is she? A superhero or a softcore porno?
Both.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God, you're plugging her?
Plugging it.
Tear your head off, you old fuck.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I think we're in trouble.
I just don't understand why people feel the need to use that kind of language.
Not too bad. Nice moves, Jimmy. Nice. They work well as a team.
Let you in on a little secret.
There's no bullets.
Empty. Don't tell the bad guys.
Pardon my language, Colonel, but you have got some serious balls.
Certainly more to Mr. Kim.
Yeah.
There's a dog in my balls.
Chick?
Yeah.
Seriously, you hired a chick?
Yeah. Former
She's
KGB, she
jacked.
was locked up in the gulag until she ate her cellmate.
Mother Russia.
Russia.
Mother Russia and motherfucker both.
Looks
on the
like
same thing. That
Drago
doesn't
had a
work,
sex
babe.
change.
I'm
Oh
not
my
asking
god.
for suggestions.
Check it out.
You can't film that. Your pants are so tight, you got frog eye.
That was Frog Eye.
Male camel toe.
What? Ass kicker.
Seriously.
You're such a dick, Marty. I know this is why you guys don't text me back. I'm not an actual idiot.
Well, you could have fooled me, ass licker.
You know what? Screw you guys.
Todd.
No, really.
Hey.
Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go find my own team.
Todd. Wait, come
Is
on.
he gonna join the bad side?
Todd was right. We are being dicks.
You guys were, yeah.
What a total loser you are. And we ditch losers. Poor Mindy. What'd you think? The cool kids saw something special in you and
Mindy.
invited you to your first party.
Come on.
Where you'd sip your first beer and finally suck face for the first time.
Kick her ass.
You
God damn it. People are so mean, especially in high school. Mindy, go back to who you were. That was a badass. With friends. Dave was your friend. You don't need to hang out with these degenerates. I feel like I'm a big brother. I'm trying to counsel her.
It's who you really are.
So what should I do? Cut their tongues out?
No, definitely not.
Don't do that.
This is all make-believe, Brooke. The reality is, you're an evil bitch.
Damn straight.
In the real world, I win.
Really?
I go to an awesome college, I marry a hot guy, and I make adorable babies for my nanny to take care of while we vacay in Paris. My life is gonna rock.
Oh, I hate this
and yours
bitch.
is gonna...
Oh my god, that looks fake, but it's still disgusting.
Ralph.
Listen, Chrissy, things have been tough all around since your dad.
That's the guy from Game of Thrones.
What?
I know who I am now.
Oh, yeah? And who's that?
The motherfucker.
You think you're the big bad guy, huh?
Everything okay?
Yeah. This means war. If a dog can sense something, you know it's not good.
Wonder what's bothering you.
This dude's gonna die.
I know. Tonight you die.
Mother Russia. Damn. Don't kill the dog.
Who are you supposed to be? I'm the motherfucker, and I'm here to end Kick-Ass.
A Brooklyn resident was found decapitated last night, according to...
What you did to those girls at school was unacceptable.
Who gives a fuck?
You could have really hurt them.
Fuck
You're right, I could
you.
have, but instead I sent them home with tummy aches.
It's time to see what evil dick feels like.
Please laugh at his cock.
Shit. What's wrong?
What are you doing? Come on.
I guess evil Dick feels limp.
Hurt her.
I don't know who I would favour between her and Mindy. That would be a tough.
It's worth it.
You don't even need the other people, you just need her.
Who?
Mr. Lazuski, is Kick-Ass's dad?
Todd.
Shut up.
Yeah. You're not gonna tell anyone.
No. But you, my friend, had just earned lifetime access to my VIP area. Go take a little seat, all right? Hey,
Todd.
get a frappuccino and put his little punk ass back to work.
Todd. He's dead. Fuck.
The next few days passed in a fog. My dad would still be alive. The only person I blame is myself.
They aren't gonna stop, they know who you are now. Wow. At his own dad's funeral.
Get down!
Ooh.
Game on, cocksuckers.
Come on, Mindy. My girl.
There's a girl on the roof!
I know it hurts, but maybe that's the real meaning of being a superhero. He's taking that pain and turning it into something good.
Like Peter Parker with Uncle Ben.
Something right.
That scene in the
Remember what
first
you told
Spider-Man,
me?
Sam Raimi's version, when Uncle Ben dies,
your
actually was really sad. Even though
You gotta let
Tobey Maguire pulls a really funny face.
Now help me.
Chris D'Amico! That is not my name! No, you're right. Your new name's Little Bitch.
Oh, he's wearing some of Big Daddy's armor costume thingy. Marty needs to fight Todd now. This is the fight I want to see.
Die, little girl.
Mother Russia
It might
versus
be.
that
In
girl.
fact, people get that
Here we
shit
go.
stain and call a face.
You match your hit, girl. You need the entire army to fight that Mother Russia, not just Mindy. That shit ain't fair. That girl is so jacked. Armbar. Yes. Don't do what Bane did. Oh. No.
That's not what it's for. It's called adrenaline, bitch.
What was that?
I was gonna say, if she died, I would have fucking just turned the video off. She is slicing her up. Stabbing tits. That glass gonna break. Yeah, that's gonna break. Oh, the shock.
The feeling was indescribable. Chris D'Amico, dead. His wannabe supervillains, defeated. But did we make the world a better place? Or did we just finish something that began when I first put on this mask?
Good point.
Thanks for the
That's
ride.
a badass
See you at
motorbike.
school.
I'm leaving New York, Dave. I can't go home. I can't put Marcus in that position.
Well,
Good
he
point.
won't arrest you. You just saved the city.
Yeah, well, I also killed 6 guys with a cop's gun. Vigilantes don't get a free pass.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a badass to be a superhero, Dave.
Have the spirit. That's what you have to.
You just have to be brave.
Have the cojones. That was a bit weird, but okay.
What was that?
So where's she going then? She going to Mississippi? She going to Canada? She going to New
Superheroes
Zealand?
can't exist in the real world for a reason. It's because the real world needs real heroes. And not some punk in a wetsuit playing dress up. But a genuine badass who can really kick ass.
That mask! Jesus, look at that mask! I just didn't even notice that. He's getting his own like special type of costume. For the third movie that never happened.
Some help, please! The shark bit my fucking dick off
This
like I got some water.
motherfucker is still alive. Fuck's sake. That was Kick-Ass 2. And to be honest with you, it surpassed my expectations. It was a fun little superhero movie. It's not as good as the first one. It didn't hit the same beats as the first movie. And for example, you know, there's some certain things that bothered me. For example, Jim Carrey's character goes a bit too quick for me. I get why they do it to set the tone of these new evil bad guys, but I feel like we didn't see much of him. I feel like you could have done more with someone like Jim Carrey, who's very talented, is very funny. You know, him being in this movie, you know, it's kind of like Nicolas Cage. It fits in really well, but you don't really expect it to. And he does a good job playing this ex-mafia turned born-again Christian. Other than that, like, I like where they go with Mindy. You know, she's like complex, you know. Her dad's taught her to be a badass, but in reality, she's not a typical girl. She isn't. And, you know, by how these girls are represented in the movie, being these evil little bitches, I don't think that's a bad thing. But in reality, obviously, that's a bit different. And she, at the end, from what I got from it, she is trying to find herself. So she's leaving New York. She doesn't want to put Marcus in a bad position because she's going to continue on being a hero to an extent. And she isn't a typical girl, and she accepts that. And she is, you know, by the end of it, she respected what she respected what her dad did for her, and that was to make her a fucking badass. And her fight with Mother Russia was definitely a badass scene. You know, Mother Russia in this movie, wow. Ivan Drago's sister mixed with Brock Lesnar. That's what it was. That's what it was. And she was kicking so much ass. She was kicking Mindy's ass, and then Mindy had the comeback of the century. And Dave, Dave lost his. Here's the thing: certain things was a bit obvious. For example, when Dave's dad dies, I saw that coming. When Todd said, "I'm going to find a different group," oh, Todd's going to join them. There were certain tropes in this movie that was kind of obvious. Does it make it a bad movie? No. And I kind of got tired of the DeMarco kid. I just didn't give a. That wasn't. I will say it wasn't bad, but that wasn't the moment that wasn't the story I cared about. I cared about, Dave and Mindy in particular, and to an extent, the character of Jim, because I love Jim Carrey as an actor. And other than that, though, I just didn't care much. I didn't care. There were some funny scenes, for example, him fighting an MMA fight and having that guy from Game of Thrones be his uncle. I think that's the guy from Game of Thrones. Ralph DeMarco. Yeah, Ian Glenn. Yeah, that's the guy from Game of Thrones. Who did he play? Jorah Mormont. Yeah, when he liked Daenerys, and Daenerys friend zoned him. He's a Scottish actor. I thought it was British. But anyway, my point is, it's not a bad movie by any stretch of imagination. And to be honest with you, most sequels aren't as good as the first movie. And yes, it tries to be a bigger, badder version of the first one, but it doesn't really hit the same mark. But I appreciate the effort, and they did a good job of continuing the characters of Dave, and finishing Chris DeMarco's story. But it turns out in an after credit scene, somehow, some way, Chris DeMarco survived a shark attack, even though his genitals were bitten off, which is hilarious. But I have no interest to see him come back for a third movie to try kill Kick-Ass again. I don't give two fucks about that story, to be honest with you. Maybe go a different direction. But this came out 7 years ago and there's no sequel, so I guess it didn't do very well in terms of reception and in terms of box office. But hey, I wouldn't mind a spin-off with Hit Girl, and she's the main character, and she is just whipping ass somewhere in Mississippi, somewhere in England, somewhere whatever, on the fucking moon. I don't mind. Because she is by far the highlight of these two movies. And, yeah, I feel like Jim Carrey had the Nicolas Cage treatment in this movie, where he plays a pivotal role at, when the villains reach the high point and then the heroes band together. But obviously the dad dies too, and they have a fight, and they attack him. They attack Dave Dezevsky. I can't pronounce the last name. At his dad's funeral, which is kind of fucked up. But yeah, not a bad movie. I enjoyed it. It was a fun time. It was shorter. I think it was not as long as the first movie. And yeah, I had a great time watching it. And I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel as long as they have Chloe Grace Moretz. That's her name. She plays Hit Girl. What else is she in? Because she has that familiar face. She's 23 years old. So she is older than me. So yeah. What else was she in? The Amityville Horror remake. I didn't see that one. I think, yeah, she was like one of the children in that. The Eye, didn't see that one either. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. She was in Let Me In. She was a child vampire in Let Me In. That's I think. Is that like the Let the Right Ones In remake? Yeah, I've heard about this, but I haven't seen it. Some decent movies that she was in Carrie. She played Carrie in the remake of Carrie. No, I did not see the remake of Carrie. I saw the original recently. I've done a reaction to that. I just haven't uploaded it yet. I'll get to that soon. So, I'm going to have to check out the remake of Carrie, see how... I assume she'll play a similar character in the sense... Obviously, she can't fuck people up, but obviously, she's an outcast, isn't she? So, she's not going to... Yeah, it's going to be... Yeah. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh, Jesus. This is in 2014. He looks so much older. The dude's 30 years old. Yeah. So in this, so he would have been 20 when the first Kick-Ass came out, and he would have been 23. Yeah, yeah, a bit too old to play a high schooler, but he didn't. I could tell he was a lot older, but he didn't distract me too much. So what was he in? He was in Shanghai Nights. I don't know how. Okay. He was in the Godzilla movie. He was, yeah. Tenet. That's a Christopher Nolan movie. I haven't seen that, obviously. Christopher Nolan, you know, I love the Dark Knight movies. I haven't seen Interstellar. That's on the list. I'll get to Interstellar eventually. Yeah, he was in Age of Ultron. Yeah, he played Quicksilver, didn't he, in Age of Ultron? So there was a Quicksilver in one of the X-Men movies, from what you guys told me, and there's a Quicksilver in this, in Age of Ultron. So, and technically he plays a superhero in Kick-Ass, so he's very familiar in the superhero genre. Now, just to remind you guys, my lineup now, I have finished Kick-Ass 2. Next will be Kingsman, which is the guy who did the first Kick-Ass. I know nothing about Kingsman, so all I know is Colin Firth's in that one. Creep 2, I watched the first Creep. It kind of messed me up a little bit. I have to watch a sequel after the shit that happened in the first movie. Evil Dead 2, I'm going to get to Evil Dead 2. It's been a while since I've watched. I did the video to Evil Dead, that was a while ago. I need to carry on with Evil Dead movies, because I'm kind of curious to see where they go with that after the first movie. Then Matrix. And then I'm going to do Sinister, Con Air, X-Men First Class. Do you know what? Just to save you the time and energy, I'm just going to post this in the video as I'm doing it. Because you know what? Because I'm smart. Chronicle, Army of Darkness, Upgrade, Batman v Superman, The Wolverine. So I'm going to continue those X-Men movies. Evil Dead, the remake, Interstellar, Terrifier, X-Men Days of Future Past, Superbad, Lords of the Rings, Deadpool, Krampus, Suicide Squad, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Cloverfield, Lord of the Rings. That is the plan, my boys and gals. I have recently hit 1.3 thousand subscribers, and I know it's not a lot in any stretch of the imagination, but I am very humble. I appreciate it a lot. I'll tell you a bit about me. I was never a guy that had anything to aspire. I never worked for something. I always went with the flow. I never did something I actually enjoyed doing. And this is the first time in my life where I am doing something where I'm having a satisfaction over, and not the way you think. Okay? I'm not a big fan of school. I wasn't, that kind of guy. I'm just, I'm happy I'm doing something I enjoy, and this is this, and I am very humbled that you guys enjoy me talking out my arse when watching a movie I've never seen before, and I'm going to continue it because you guys are awesome. I love the guys who comment. You guys, when you comment, it makes me feel better. Sense of community, sense that I've got people to speak to it on the internet when I'm on lockdown. So, I'm a very emotional person, but I'm going to get emotional today. And yeah, that's my thoughts, and every time you guys, comment, like, or even view my video, that just means a lot to me. It really does. And from the bottom of my heart, I love all you guys to bits. I love every single one of you people. And yeah. That's it. So I'll see you guys next time, and expect a Kingsman reaction probably a couple of days after. And then yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.